Tomes of ferocious walkabouts. The frame, drum, squares, character, and mission. Before there is transcendence, there is choice. The shape of the vertical voice is now valid. Its wisdom entrenched in both mind and instinct. But one wolf down amp, pear-shaped memory, teardrop altars, synoptic power sap. Before one encodes the sound of music, she should listen to the bird he's never heard. At the crown, there is no king. There is no system, policy, regulation, convention, set of laws, cipher, cryptograms, secret languages, symbol signs. The contiguous, rotational, hyper-quantum observations of birds you've never heard. D. Mashabini, perforated tears, ruthless cartograph, Carthaginian sobriety, washerwoman window, stock tragedies beget more land, less space. Had black lights not confirmed forever, the spinal tap on gravity would have been withdrawn long ago. The fingers curled and pressed like Belgian fritters drowned in gorilla mayonnaise. Terpsichore. Hats off to the rainbow mutant who could dilute the basic formula of man, 1 part hydrogen, 2 part oxygens by calling on the keys to expose themselves, unwrap the shellac of performance and presentation by melding practice. Rehearsal is live shells falling directly on the board, a checkmate. For the so-called unlived life is the well-conceived sacrifice of the individual to the whole living halo, brotherhood of knowledge, resurrected, superconscious wisdom of birds you've never heard. Went Coleman. Fingers germinated crown codex. Tylon Berea's percussion unlocks gravity's brainwave. Nelson Alvarez Theta's ceiling upgrade consciousness states. Rockin' Ricky triangles, potable guitar organ donations. Bob Bray's dementia. We witness truth. Amps. Frank Lowe attacks the bottom of dead reckoning where addiction ain't no fiction. Drug butterflies. Shamsuddin, medicine man, totes, risk hastening his own death and thereby comes to own death. Sonship gives back the authority to resuscitate order. Kylo, compresses hydration, restoration, semen, fisticuffs. Albert Daly turns east with one provisional broken heart. Ernie Henry sows his weight into mystic fireplaces. Arthur Rain, patient records, report labeled damaged stigmata, emails and offering of his will to be. Walter Norris volunteers himself as modal, so the Holy Roman Empire can finally underrate jazz. Bach. John Hicks powers release archaeology, travel, plenipotentiary without diminishing effective nod reflection tape. Sonny Clark gives up on life. But Lowe pushes Don Pullen accordingly towards the mysterioso creation of a Zeppelin, vertical, Big Bang, Keiko, Suleiman Sultan deploys discharge as remedy. cerebral exaltation sucks up rumors as a sacred monster sucks out superstars' dialogues with unicorn anti-dialysis, sexual unsealing of a big book means a long, slow rain. Nate Dogg, never leave me alone. Beer baron of Central Compton's pear-shaped highlands, rhymes rap's greatest love song, never leave me alone. With your daughter, your mama, or your wife's bank account, your new unfinanced automobile, as Jimmy Blanton waltzes up the slave steps in all of the Supreme Court and bass slaps the shit out of Mary Todd Lincoln with a smile and in time. The Ghetto Boys, spit hip-hop second luminous, tough gong, god damn it feels good to be a gangster. Dedicated to Barack Obama the day he leaves the White House and becomes an honorary white man, signing a multi-billion-dollar book, film, and music recording contract. Ham hock the ham bone. For being able to traverse this photostatic thought form, carrying photovoltaic post-name tag weight, more defective than Mississippi River sandbag. George Davidson, Dak X. For running the spiritual personnel department in Athens, Georgia, a Socratic blues volunteer, a recorder of light, a meta-programming angel who chooses this life as a re-entry vehicle to teach, escape, velocity to teenage skateboarders with reverse design capabilities, verifiable Don lineage, sweating against quilted relish, and finally Albert Eiler and Joe Meek. One, the saint of directed, sanctified blues demon tomb transformation, tracking space elevators from the Reno Club to Sirius scene fall. Infinitely quantum among the big and little Walters of Cleveland. By way of Chicago, producer, director of a cellular drama that transcends zygotes. The other action vowel of Mandalorian crater human extraterrestrial virtue, outlong this task with delivering fundamental material ordinance to charnel stanchion in support of chapel destruction, the rebuilding of all sacred indigenous elation, ghost iridium as dancing elf medication of the body. Diamond Bob, a compressed galaxy code. Liquid gold is the forged primogenic ocean in which Kaythwaite pod gap streaks to the Fontanelle terminal coronation as a Dravidian camel rides the engineer of redeemed thoracic prophecy. In periods of trance, a word of exempt unk in times of exaltation. Muted birds you never heard in periods of trance. In times of exaltation. In periods of trance. In times of exaltation, in times of exaltation, rocks whining, trees talking, cake walking, front doors open, back doors smash in, revealing a potter's wheel pointing to the North Star. In periods of trance, in times of exaltation, listen to the birds you never heard.